1490 WGCH and online 24/7 at WGCH.com. WGCH News Center time is 8:22. And there's going to be a bake sale and car wash coming up tomorrow. And here to talk about it and more, we have Melissa Hawkins, who is athletic coordinator for the Boys and Girls Club of Greenwich, and also Keystone members Ashley Anarchy, Jenny Cespedes, and Gary Laban. And we'll start with Melissa here to kind of introduce the kids and tell us what's going on. Good morning, Melissa. How are you doing?
Good morning. Good. How are you?
I'm great. Great. Tell us a little bit about what's going on tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow my leadership group, the Cardinal Keystone Club, will be hosting a car wash and bake sale to help them raise money to get to a regional conference in November.
Okay, fantastic. And where's that conference?
It's going to be held in Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay, good. All right, we'll start. Let's see. With we've got this is Ashley Anarchy, right? Ashley, what is the Keystone Cardinal Keystone? What is that?
Cardinal Keystone is a youth leadership program that we currently have at Greenwich, and Cardinal Keystone itself is actually around the nation, and we have a lot of international nations. And Keystone promotes leadership in teens and helps them prepare them for college and other activities that we can do. But Cardinal Keystone, what we do is that we do a lot of volunteering, and we do a lot with our community. We work with the children at the Boys and Girls Club. We always interact with them and give them like our advice to them, and like show them what Keystone can mean to them. Like for the three of us, me, Gary, and Jenny, Keystone means a lot to us. We're always at the Boys and Girls Club volunteering, and it helps prepare us for college.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You know, I forgot to ask you guys all from Greenwich.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're all students at Greenwich High?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. So now we're going to bring in Ashley Anarchy, who says she's nervous this morning, and that's okay. Ashley.
Jenny.
I'm sorry, Jenny. Jenny Cespedes. So you're the one who's Ashley's fine. Jenny's nervous.
Yeah.
Jenny, tell us more about this conference that you're going to, and your thoughts about this.
Okay, so every year we have a conference, and this is where all the Keystone clubs come together, and we get to learn about each other's Keystone groups, and we get to learn about their ideas and what community service projects they do with their clubs, and we just come together, and it's a fun regional conference where we get to learn about each other.
Okay, and Gary Laban, you're at Greenwich High School also, right? Senior at the high school? Or junior, rising senior, I guess they call it, right?
Rising junior.
Rising junior, okay, finished your sophomore year. Okay, have you been to this conference before? What do you know about the conference?
Last year was my first year in Keystone, so last year was my first conference. It was a good learning experience. I met a lot of new people and learned a lot of things. I learned ways to improve my Keystone, so I think it was a good experience in general.
Okay, good. What does Keystone mean anyway? You improved your Keystone. What does that mean? Does leadership or what?
It means like we basically do a lot of leadership. We show our leadership. We have to have a lot of responsibility, and we do a lot of community service around the town, and we try to expand our Keystone community service projects to other towns and where we can help people.
Okay, great. Now, Ashley, tell us about tomorrow's event.
Tomorrow's event, we're having a bake sale and a car wash, and this car wash, all proceeds are going towards our conferences, and so we're trying to raise $3,000 to make sure that all of us can go to this conference and have this experience, since it only happens once a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's at the end of November, so throughout this time period, we're trying to raise this amount of money so we can have all the Keystone children have the opportunity to go to this conference.
Okay, what are the hours of the bake sale
It's
and
going
car
to be
wash?
from 10 to 2.
Yeah, 10 to 2 tomorrow.
At Boys and Girls?
At the Boys and Girls Club front circle.
Okay, great. Now, you're not going to, maybe you are, making to raise $3,000 tomorrow alone, or do you have other fundraisers going
I
on?
hope so.
Well, it's all about planning. Like we in the beginning of the month we plan like what we're gonna do throughout the month. So it's all about planning.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have other fundraising ideas. Like we have throughout the year, we have bake sales. We do a lot of other car washes, like mini car washes, and
We also have
do a lot of
concessions.
concession stands during the winter.
Mm-hmm. Now, this event is when? The conference?
Oh, the conference is at the end of November.
It's at the end of November, okay. And how long is it? Is it like for a weekend or
Yes,
what?
just a weekend,
Like
3 days.
Thanksgiving weekend or
The week before.
Week before Thanksgiving. That's great. Listen, tell us about the mission of Keystone a little bit more.
Well, Keystone is a leadership, education, community service group where we strive for academic success with our teenagers, And we also introduce them to community service projects and giving back to their community, along with trying to raise money, like the kids said, to get to these conferences. We try to work with them to make sure they maintain good grades throughout school. If they're struggling, we help them either get tutors, or we meet with them once or twice a week to get their grades up. And it gives them the well-rounded sense that some students are lacking, with just getting the school aspect. These kids are getting school, community service, and the fundraising. So they're learning a little bit about job readiness and how to give back to the community that's given them so much.
That's great. Now, what kind of cars are you taking for washing? Is it all types of cars or what?
All
Vehicles?
types of cars. Regular size cars are $5. SUVs and trucks are $10, and donations are accepted.
Okay, so how many people are going to be out there washing cars? Just the three of you, or is it, you have other?
Oh, it's our whole Keystone Club. So
And-
probably about 15 members.
Okay.
15.
All right, now what's the Muddy Up for Kids mud run? What is that?
That's going to be a fundraiser that the club is doing, where we're going to try to partner with adults and kids to try to raise money for our after-school programs.
All right, fantastic. All right, so the event is going to be tomorrow, 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. It's rain or shine, it's supposed to be shine, and it's going to be the car wash and bake sale. And thanks very much for joining us this morning, and good luck tomorrow. Everybody stop down at the Boys and Girls Club, get the car wash, and get some cookies, right? All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we've been speaking with Ashley Anarchy, Jenny Cespedes, and Gary Laban, along with Melissa Hawkins from Boys and Girls Club of Greenwich. WGCH News Center time is 8:29. Top national and international stories coming up. First, traffic and weather together. Traffic Center, Pete Torriello.